Introduction. She rose from modest beginnings to become one of Turkey's most talked about young actresses, and her journey continues to capture the hearts of fans around the world. Born in Istanbul on September 26, 1997, Özge Yağız studied communications, then stepped into the demanding world of television drama and built a career that now spans leading roles, endorsements and a growing international presence. What drives her? What obstacles has she encountered? What makes her stand out in a sea of talented performers? Over the next few minutes, we'll explore Özge's story, her early days, her rise, the hurdles she's navigated, what makes her unique, how she earns her living, and the exciting possibilities that lie ahead. Journey. Özge Yağız's first major encounter with the screen came not long after she graduated from the Communication Sciences Academy at Baskent University in Ankara. She made her television debut in 2018 in the series Adini Sen Koy, taking on a supporting role as Zeliha. That small screen appearance quickly led to something far bigger. In February 2019, she landed the lead role of Reyhan in the daytime series Yemin. That series opened the door to wider recognition and served as a launchpad for her television career. She followed it with the series Sol Yanım 2020, where she portrayed Sarah, and then İstemizden Biri 2021 and Baba 2022 with increasingly substantial roles. Through each part she demonstrated more range and presence, gradually shifting from promising newcomer to a rising star. Journey. As Ozge walked this path, her choices became more ambitious. In the series Safir in 2023 she took on a leading character, Faray, a fashion designing student caught in the emotional and familial turmoil of a wealthy family. That role revealed not just her ability to carry a show as lead, but also her capacity to convey complex emotional stakes. Away from the screen, she cultivated her public image, built a social media presence and used her growing recognition to open new doors. According to various biographies she also undertook modeling, print ads and brand campaigns in parallel with acting. Her trajectory illustrates the kind of strategic progression, starting small, taking on more challenging roles, deepening her craft and stepping into the spotlight in a market where Turkish drama is both locally dominant and increasingly exported globally. Each project brought her new fans, new opportunities and a broader platform on which to build her career. Challenges. Even as her career ascended, Ozge faced the challenges that many actors in competitive markets experience, balancing visibility with privacy, navigating the expectations of roles and public image, and fighting the risk of typecasting. Additionally, in the Turkish television industry where leading actors often command very high per-episode fees, breaking through and earning the trust of producers and directors is no small feat. Her willingness to accept roles of increasing difficulty, and to grow beyond the cute lead actress mold, speaks to her commitment and resilience. What makes her unique? What sets Özge Yağız apart is a combination of factors: her talent, her timing, her professionalism and her appeal. First, her early education in communication sciences provides her with insight into media, audience expectations and self-presentation, which is rare among actors who simply rely on raw talent. Her academic background gave her an advantage in understanding how to craft a career, not only how to act. Starting with a supporting role in Adini Sen Koy and moving quickly into a lead in Yemin, she showed that she could carry a show early in her career, which in turn built confidence among producers and viewers. Secondly, her choice of roles demonstrates range and growth. She has not restricted herself to one type of character. From the innocent Reyhan to the more emotionally layered Faray, she has ventured into different emotional landscapes, thereby avoiding stagnation. This flexibility enhances her longevity. Thirdly, she benefits from the very environment of Turkish television, which today is not just nationally influential but globally competitive. Turkish, dizi, series are exported widely and thus the actors within them become recognizable beyond Turkey's borders. Ozge is positioned well to benefit from this export growth. Fourth, she mirrors the cultural sweet spot. Her characters often evoke traditional values, family ties, love, loyalty, while also engaging with modern dynamics. That gives her broad appeal. She resonates with both conservative and more contemporary audiences in Turkey and abroad. Fifth, she maintains an active public persona, a social media presence and brand modeling work. This multi-pronged approach makes her more than just an actress, she is a brand herself, which opens income streams and influence. Her modeling and brand endorsements, in combination with acting, allow her the flexibility and recognition that fewer actors enjoy. At the same time, she seems to maintain a relatively low-drama personal profile. This professionalism makes her reliable for producers, directors and brands wanting someone who draws attention but does not become a liability. Moreover, the timing of her career is important. She emerged just as streaming, international co-productions and global appetite for Turkish content were rising. By beginning her major roles around 2019-2021, she was in the sweet spot, not yet an overexposed veteran but not a complete newcomer. That means she can build upward momentum and capture bigger roles as the market expands. What also makes her unique is the combination of youth with maturity. At 26 or so depending on date, she has already taken on substantive roles and shown emotional depth surprising for her age and experience. In an industry where youthful appeal is often prized but quickly expires, this maturity gives her a longer runway. Also, being a Turkish actress able to engage with roles that entertain domestic viewers and attract international interest positions her for a broader career path. She is not strictly limited to one market. Finally, the fact that she embraces modeling and brand campaigns alongside acting makes her a cross-platform star. In an era where media consumption is fragmented, being visible not only on television but also in fashion shoots, brand endorsements and social media circles means she commands multiple audience touchpoints. In short, she combines craft, media savvy, strategic role selection, timing, cross-platform presence and the cultural resonance necessary to thrive. These traits collectively elevate her beyond being just another actress to being a rising star with real staying power. How she makes money. Özge Yağız earns income from multiple sources. Firstly, she receives fees for her acting roles in television series, leading actress salaries, per episode payments and possibly sharing in other benefits such as domestic reruns or international distribution. Turkey's most sought-after drama stars can earn very significant sums per episode. While exact figures are rarely disclosed for every actor, industry reports show that leading performers are commanding large fees in line with the global demand for Turkish series. Secondly, beyond pure acting income, she likely earns from brand endorsements and modeling engagements. Biographical sources note that she has appeared in print advertisements, commercials and magazine covers. These create additional revenue streams outside of acting and contribute to her public profile. Thirdly, given her growing recognition and the international reach of Turkish drama, she may benefit from residuals, licensing or participation in international rights deals for series in which she appears. Though the details are seldom public, the global export of Turkish dizi means actors are positioned to gain from series being sold abroad. Fourthly, as her public profile grows, she may have the opportunity to command higher fees, negotiate lead roles or production credits, or venture into other media such as film, streaming platforms, or even brand-built side projects, events, appearances, sponsorships. Her income thus is diversified across acting, endorsements, modeling and possibly residual licensing benefits. This diversified model gives her more financial stability and flexibility than relying solely on one role or one market. Future possibilities. Looking ahead, the possibilities for Özge Yağız are broad and promising. The global appetite for Turkish drama is strong and still growing, which means that her next major role could reach far beyond Turkey's borders and earn her international recognition. She could transition into film work, either Turkish cinema or international co-productions, which would expand her artistic scope and open new markets. Given her modeling and brand experience, she may deepen her involvement in fashion, become a global brand ambassador, launch her own line, or collaborate with major international labels seeking a fresh face with both regional resonance and global appeal. She could also evolve behind the camera, taking on producing or creative roles, selecting her own projects and thus gaining more control over her career trajectory. Another possibility is streaming platforms. With Netflix and other services investing in Turkish content, she might lead original streaming series or film projects that reach worldwide audiences, increasing both her visibility and earning potential. As she ages into her 30s and beyond, she has the chance to diversify into more mature roles, to avoid being typecast as young romantic lead, and to steer toward character roles, genre diversification, thriller, historical, period drama, and possibly cross-cultural work, co-stars, co-productions outside Turkey. She may also leverage her social platform and brand presence to build a business beyond acting, her own brand, lifestyle venture, or partnership in other industries: beauty, fashion, social media. With her combination of talent, strategic choices and the favorable environment of Turkish media export, there is real potential for her to become not just a national star, but a recognized international face, an ambassador of Turkish entertainment in global markets. The key will be to select roles that continue to challenge her, maintain authenticity, and keep one foot rooted in what made her succeed while daring to reach further. With the right choices and timing, the next decade could see her transformation from rising star into lasting icon. Conclusion. In the story of Özge Yağız we witness more than the ascent of a television actress. We observe someone who cultivated her craft, exercised strategic insight, and embraced the opportunities of a media landscape in flux. From her early days at the academy, to her breakout role in Yemin, to the more layered performances that followed, she has navigated the complexities of fame, public image and industry expectations with poise. Her uniqueness lies in her ability to combine talent and timing, regional resonance and international potential, the discipline of acting and the savvy of modeling and branding. Her income model reflects that diversity: acting fees, endorsements, modeling, and possible residual licensing benefits. The future holds even greater promise: film work, streaming platforms, brand collaborations, international projects, and a more expansive creative role. For audiences and industry alike, she is not just an actress to watch, she may well become a defining figure of her generation in Turkish entertainment. When we look at her journey so far, the message is clear: ambition matched with strategy, coupled with the willingness to grow beyond comfort, can transform rising talent into lasting achievement. When audiences look at Özge Yağız today, they see a woman at the center of her own era, a performer who quietly represents a new generation of Turkish artists. Yet her success did not appear overnight. Every step, every decision, and every quiet moment of persistence has built the image that now feels so effortless. She stands as proof that consistency creates miracles. Her career began in a television world already filled with talent, but what separated her was not only beauty or freshness. It was the sense of discipline she carried from the start. She approached her craft like a scholar, reading each script as if it were a novel, studying the psychology of the characters she played. She wanted to understand not only what a character did, but why they did it. That habit, of seeking the truth beneath every line, became the foundation of her artistry. Directors soon realized that she had something rare: patience. While many young performers rushed to deliver lines dramatically, Ozge would slow down the rhythm of a scene, letting silence speak. In Turkish storytelling, where emotion often reaches operatic intensity, her restraint felt revolutionary. Viewers were drawn not to the noise but to the stillness. They saw honesty in her eyes, and that honesty became her language. Over the years, her ability to translate emotion into quiet gestures has matured beautifully. In Baba, for example, she gave shape to pain without exaggeration: a single tear, a slight tremble of the voice, a moment of looking away. These subtle details transformed ordinary scenes into unforgettable ones. Critics began describing her performances as poetry on screen, noting how she could express heartbreak with dignity and power with tenderness. Behind every scene, though, there was hard work. Ozge's daily life during production periods is intense. She studies her lines at night, arrives on set early, discusses motivations with directors, and rehearses multiple emotional variations of the same scene until it feels natural. She often says that preparation gives her freedom. When she knows every detail, she can then let go and simply be. That philosophy gives her performances spontaneity while keeping them grounded in realism. Her professionalism has set a new standard in the industry. Crew members often mention her kindness, the way she greets everyone, listens to ideas, and treats even the smallest roles with respect. She doesn't believe in hierarchy on set, she believes in teamwork. This attitude creates harmony, and harmony shows on screen. It's one of the reasons why her productions often feel authentic and emotionally alive. As her career developed, she also began to inspire women who wanted to balance ambition and humility. In an entertainment culture sometimes driven by competition and appearance, Ozge represents balance. She works hard, but she doesn't advertise exhaustion. She enjoys beauty, but she doesn't depend on it. She chooses calmness over chaos. That equilibrium is magnetic, it attracts respect rather than mere attention. Culturally, Özge Yağız has become part of Turkey's soft power identity. Turkish dramas have carried national culture across continents, introducing audiences to Turkish language, family values, and aesthetics. When international viewers watch Ozge in a series, they're not only watching a story, they're experiencing a fragment of Turkey, its tenderness, its conflicts, its traditions, and its evolving modern spirit. Her grace on screen reflects a version of Turkey that feels open, emotional, and intelligent. Her artistry also lies in how she interprets female characters. She rarely accepts roles that glorify weakness or dependency. Instead, she looks for stories where women grow, fight, or transform. In interviews, she has said that portraying strength is not about shouting but about endurance, the courage to stay gentle in a hard world. That belief shapes her choices, making her characters multidimensional. She shows that vulnerability and power can live in the same heart. Beyond acting, Ozge's lifestyle choices have turned her into a quiet influencer of taste. Fashion journalists describe her as minimalist elegance. She avoids excess and focuses on harmony, well-fitted clothing, natural colors, graceful movement. Her style mirrors her personality, disciplined but free. In every public appearance, she communicates an idea that sophistication doesn't require extravagance, it comes from awareness and intention. Brands love this authenticity. She has collaborated with cosmetic lines, jewelry companies, and clothing designers who value subtle luxury. Her endorsement strategy is careful, she only works with labels whose philosophy aligns with her own. That selectivity has made her one of the most credible brand ambassadors in Turkish media. Unlike some celebrities who promote endlessly, Ozge's few collaborations feel genuine, which strengthens her commercial and artistic image alike. As her influence grows, she also receives invitations to international festivals and cultural events. Her participation in these gatherings introduces global audiences to the professionalism of Turkish actors. She speaks thoughtfully, often emphasizing art's role in empathy and understanding. She believes that acting can unite people because emotions speak every language. This universal outlook gives her the potential to move easily between cultures, a rare quality that international producers notice immediately. Financially, the stability she enjoys today is the result of strategy and patience. Her television earnings form the foundation, per-episode fees, streaming royalties, and performance bonuses. But she also benefits from the long life of Turkish series abroad. Every time a show is dubbed or streamed in a new country, her value increases. Add to this her endorsements and digital partnerships, and she has built a sustainable, diversified income that frees her to choose only the work she truly loves. Still, money has never defined her motivations. Those who know her say she measures success not by wealth but by peace of mind. When she finishes a project, she looks for emotional satisfaction rather than headlines. That quiet confidence, knowing when to pause, when to retreat, and when to return, keeps her career healthy and her creativity alive. Her relationship with fans is another remarkable part of her story. She doesn't treat them as an audience to impress, but as companions on her journey. She often expresses gratitude online, acknowledging the time they spend watching, editing, and sharing her work. Fans respond with affection, organizing charity drives or social projects in her name. This mutual respect has created a warm digital community, one that supports her through every new project and celebrates not just her roles but her values. Ozge's impact on Turkish pop culture can also be seen in how young actors reference her. Many cite her as a role model for balancing fame with integrity. Acting schools have begun analyzing scenes from her series as examples of natural performance, particularly her ability to convey deep emotion with minimal dialogue. Professors note how she uses silence as an active element, turning stillness into storytelling. This technique, rare in mainstream television, has become part of her artistic signature. In personal interviews, she often reflects on how she stays centered amid success. She mentions family, reading, music, and time in nature as her anchors. She believes that an artist must live fully to act truthfully. Experience, empathy, and observation are her tools. She collects them quietly in daily life and then pours them into her work. This philosophy gives her performances the authenticity that audiences feel instinctively. Looking ahead, her possibilities seem limitless. Turkish cinema is expanding into genres once dominated by Hollywood, psychological thrillers, historical epics, and international co-productions. Özge Yağız, with her intelligence and expressive depth, could easily lead such projects. Many directors already see her as capable of carrying a feature film with emotional precision. If she chooses to step into film, she could become a bridge between mainstream television and art house cinema, elevating both. Another direction could be producing. With her knowledge of communication and her years on set, she understands storytelling from multiple angles. Producing would allow her to choose scripts that empower women and reflect Turkish realities with honesty. She could nurture new talent, helping younger actors navigate the industry with the same grace she has demonstrated. Internationally, streaming platforms are continuously seeking authentic voices from Turkey. Ozge could soon appear in global dramas filmed in multiple languages, perhaps exploring universal themes of love, identity, and belonging. Her expressive style doesn't depend on dialogue alone, which makes her ideal for cross-cultural stories where emotion transcends translation. Culturally, she has already become an ambassador of subtle power. Through her work, international audiences are discovering not only Turkish entertainment but Turkish humanity, its compassion, resilience, and poetic rhythm. Every tear she sheds on screen carries that cultural signature, every smile becomes a symbol of connection. Her continuing rise also sparks discussion about the future of fame. In a time when celebrity culture often values noise over nuance, Özge Yağız reminds everyone that quiet dignity can still capture hearts. Her success suggests that audiences